Hey, everybody, this is Lorraine.
And Jennifer.
And I've been sending you emails for 20 years, literally. And I've been getting into your inbox and I've seen the industry evolve. And suddenly I may not be getting into your inbox anymore.
Well, if you're not following the rules or you're just really suck at marketing, then maybe not.
Maybe not. And there are some big rule changes, and there are some even bigger ones, I think, around the corner. The first one is that Microsoft is really changing how it's treating emails from big bulk senders. Even if they are verified bulk senders, your email that always got delivered directly into the inbox may start showing up in the junk folder.
Yeah, and this is really just following suit with Google. Google had done this already, and Yahoo, they've already implemented this. So, and I know Microsoft is obviously a big player. And so I certainly appreciate the fact that they're coming up with these rules to really cut down on spammers and sending fraudulent emails.
So I appreciate the cutting down on the spammers, but it also is creating challenges that I think small businesses can't ignore. And the first one, and you were talking about it offline, that you have to have a DMARC registration or DMARC for your domain email. So lorraineball.com, more than a few words.com. What's a DMARC?
It's a piece of code. I'll just simplify it. It's basically just legitimizing, and you're adding it to your website that you are who you are. And, it's going to maybe stop some of these where people are buying domains and, sending emails from domains that are not necessarily their domain. And those are the ones doing this bulk emailing, and they're doing it from lists that they're buying.
Absolutely. So you're getting the recipient, Google, or the recipient service, Google, Yahoo, and now Microsoft are reaching out and they're verifying, hey, you say your email is Lorraine@lorraineball.com, but lorraineball.com doesn't exist. Oh, it does, by the way. But let's pretend it didn't. They would treat that as illegitimate. And so this is a challenge for people. Maybe you haven't started your website yet. Maybe you just got the email and you've just gotten business and you want to have a website, but you haven't built it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to start emailing people. This is a warning. Your emails are not going to be viewed as credible. They are not going to be delivered. So it doesn't have to be big. It can be a one page coming soon, bio, contact info, but you've got to have a web presence to back up and legitimize your email.
There's just so much in my inbox of AI that I can just tell that there's like zero and automated. That again, I'm happy for this, but I do understand the challenge. For maybe a small business that doesn't have a marketing agency or doesn't understand all of that, but it's gonna keep that junk. I mean, the amount of time I spend a day just deleting emails is a lot.
See, I use Gmail as my server, and I have my filters really high, and so I'm not deleting it there. I wish they would apply the same rules to my text messages.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, that is really we've helped a couple clients here recently where there's been some restrictions that have come up on that as well. So you have to go through a different process and you have to have different information on your website. So it's similar to what we're talking about right now. That I think more of that. I think the more often you can hit delete and report junk,
Mm-hmm.
I do feel sorry for some people sending emails where it's very easy with Gmail, and I'm one of them and I'm a marketer. So, but I will hit spam, so that I stop getting it and I block the email. But hopefully this bulk will kind of stop them from doing that as well.
Absolutely. But Microsoft and the other providers are doing some other things as well. And particularly in the Microsoft announcement, they're looking at the legitimacy of the email that you're sending beyond just your website. They're looking at your open rates and your click throughs. And
Mm-hmm.
so if you've got this giant list with a 10% click through rate, I'm sorry, with a 10% open rate, your open rates are about to get even worse.
Yeah, I was just like sitting there thinking like 10% click rate. Man, I'll take that.
Yeah, no, but a 10% open rate.
Oh
And
yeah.
so what you need to start doing, and I know this hurts people because you think, oh my God, they'll buy from me eventually, right? No,
Yeah.
clean up your list. If someone hasn't opened an email from you in 6 months to a year,
Yeah.
depending on your business, move them to an obsolete list. Take them out of your email program. You don't have to unsubscribe them. You can always add them back later.
Yeah.
But get your open rates to
Uh,
between 20 and 30. Used to be 40, but 40 is really hard to get to now for most companies.
we have those.
These, you know what? My open rates used to be at 40. They're at 30 now. And part of it is because I'm not networking and actively growing the list. So I'm not adding a lot of new people.
Yeah.
The way I was when I ran the business, it was always in the 40s. And that's a sign that if your open rates are falling, you're not adding enough new people, legitimate new people,
Yeah.
and you've got too many people that no longer care. Get them
Yeah.
out of there.
Well, I think another good thing to look at is there's plenty of tools out there that you can upload your email list to and, see if they're still legitimate emails.
Mm-hmm.
And so just running them through that will help you see, do I have emails that potentially are no good? And you should always have strategies to build your email list. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. You have to, if you're going to have an email program, you have to be adding new people to your list. You have to be bringing in, because otherwise, what that's really telling you is you're resting on your laurels. You're sitting back thinking you got everything you need. And you know what? If you did, good on you, but I don't believe it. You will hit an exhaustion level with the people who already know you. And
Yeah.
if you're not widening your circle, if you're not adding people to your list, it's going to get flat.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it'll also get flat if you're not paying attention. I know I've done a show recently about just the content matters more than anything that you put in your email. So if you're not providing value and thinking through all that, then you are gonna probably have unsubscribes and they're unsubscribing because they didn't sign up for it at some point, but there's no value there for them anymore.
An unsubscribe, as long as it's not a spam report, is a gift. It's somebody saying, I came, I got what I needed, and now I'm moving on. And
Yeah,
it frees you up from this idea that if you just keep hammering them, maybe they'll buy.
yeah. And of course, I'm a proponent of the LinkedIn newsletter because they're sending for me.
Mm-hmm. And I love that because it ends up in people's inboxes with the legitimacy of LinkedIn. It ends up there reaching a different community.
Yeah,
And you can reshare it as a post on LinkedIn and expand your reach as well.
yeah.
Okay. So, message. Oh, yeah,
Hi,
I like that. Yeah,
Betty.
there's Benny. He's sort of deciding if he wants to be on video. Big message is email is going to continue to change. The rules are going to continue to change. If you're going to use email as a tool, and we think you should, you got to continue to find ways to stay up with what's happening and stay ahead of the curve.
All right. And if you want to reach out with us and have a consultation, here on the video, we'll show you how you can get in contact with us and we'll give you some information. All right. Take care.
Bye now.